What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and it appears that we're going to be getting a One Punch Man collaboration very soon in Fortnite. So in today's YouTube video, I'll be recapping all the information, telling you what you need to know about this collaboration and when it might be releasing. So without further ado, let's start this off by talking about the confirmed bit of information we actually have that relates to this collab happening. With the Darth Vader AI, something you guys may or may not have noticed is that it has responses to every single skin you wear. If you're using Jar Jar Binks, Darth Vader will respond to you and mention you as Jar Jar Binks. If you're using Hatsune Miku, Darth Vader will always call you Hatsune Miku, etc, etc. It's just something that they have set up so that the Darth Vader AI knows how to interact with every single person on the Fortnite island. But to add on to that, not only is it something where they know how to add all these different voices and stuff, all these different characters to Darth Vader's AI, but they have to have a way to link it together. And in the files, they link everything together with, simply put, a little bit of string. You know, it's like, oh, if their skin is this skin ID, then make it have this description of what that character is, so Darth Vader knows how to respond to that character. And in that included some encrypted or unreleased cosmetics, you know, some test cosmetics as well, such as the old Moss Legends skins that we talked about before, you know, being Bright Bomber, Omega Knight, and we even had, you know, the normal Black Knight or whatever else that never ended up releasing in the game. However, one of these skin names that were actually mentioned in here was Ignite Egg. Now, the important thing to mention is that this was mentioned as a proto skin, meaning it's a prototype version. They're in the very early stages. It's unfinished as of right now, but there have been leaks going around regarding this code name for a few months, meaning it's been in development for around like 4 to 5 months now, and it is nearing the end of that development cycle. But the actual description is what kind of gave it away that this is going to be an upcoming collaboration, and it states the following. This is a character wearing a yellow and red suit with a black belt. He has a bald head and no facial features, which matches up to only really one character in anime or any type of media, and it is none other than Saitama from One Punch Man. Now, there have been some rumors going around before regarding a One Punch Man collaboration coming to Fortnite, but I think right now definitely be the year that we would actually see a One Punch Man collaboration happen, because for people who don't follow One Punch Man too often, one of the things that has been kind of going on is the 10th year anniversary of all things One Punch Man. Of course, it's not just an anime, it has a manga and everything else as well, but this is the 10th year celebration of One Punch Man existing. You know, they're going ahead and releasing season 3 of the anime in October, so I wouldn't be surprised if we start getting a One Punch Man collaboration in Fortnite closer to October, just to celebrate the whole entire festivities of, hey, it's 10 years of One Punch Man, let's go ahead and collaborate with more and more things. Now, in terms of other characters we could be getting in the game other than just Saitama, you know, I would definitely look towards what we got in Overwatch, because that could be a good glimpse of the characters we kind of get in the game. In Overwatch, we had Saitama, we ended up getting Tatsumaki, also known as Terrible Tornado, and we got Genos as different skins that were actually in Overwatch's item shop that you're able to actually get. I think they had like some other references that were like freebies or whatever else, such as Mumin Rider, and we had like a Boros Charm. I don't think we would be getting those characters in the game, but I definitely think Tatsumaki, Saitama, and Genos would be the perfect trio of skins they could release for a Wave 1 collaboration with One Punch Man in Fortnite. Now, of course, this could be something that gets scrapped later down the line. It could be something that they decide to, you know, just release Saitama and nothing else of, but with all the information we have right now, it does appear like something that they would be doing a little bit more than just, oh, here's one skin for, due to the fact that it is this whole entire collaboration that is focused around the 10-year anniversary, right? You know, I don't think they would just make it one skin and call it a day there. I think they would go ahead and do a few other things as well, but it is still something that is going to be something you can talk about in the comments down below. You can figure out if it's something you're excited for or not, and I definitely think it's going to be exciting to see how they actually make all the characters look and how they Fortniteify everything, because as you guys know, when it comes to Fortnite, everything has like that Fortnite effect to it, right? All of the characters have to have that Fortnite style. There have been times before when we've gotten characters that look very like outside of Fortnite, like the incredible collaboration we had before, but I definitely think a One Punch Man x Fortnite collaboration would have a little bit of a unique flair where you can tell it's still like Saitama, right? You can tell it's still those characters, but it would still have that more cartoony Fortnite aesthetic going on with it. It also makes me wonder, will we get any variants of Saitama, such as the younger version of him when he still had hair and all the type of stuff, or are they just going to focus on the core design everyone knows, which is the bald Saitama? It is something that is very interesting to see, but we still have to wait a little bit of time. I've heard heard some people say that maybe we could be getting it around like June or July, but it definitely feels like it would match up a lot nicer if it were released closer to October when the 10-year anniversary actually does take place. But of course, that's my own personal speculation, just on being a fan of the franchise, so I'll leave that to be something you guys can discuss in the comments down below. Do you think we're going to be getting One Punch Man in the next few months, or will we be having to wait until closer towards the end of the year for this to actually come into the game? And do you think this is something that Epic Games intended to leak, or do you think, considering the fact it was the ID for a prototype version of the skin, they just kind of had a little bit of an oopsie they didn't intend for us to actually see, that we ended up seeing, which kind of revealed the skin to us a little bit early? With that said, however, I hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another upload. So until then, peace out.